Hey everyone, this is Cynthia, psychic and astrologer. So we're going to be doing the weekly horoscope for November 10th through November 16th. Aries. So on November 10th, this is actually going to be a time where obligations are going to be feeling overwhelming. You may feel like you have a lot of work ahead of you, and this could bring about some challenges. But also keep an eye on the dates of November 16th as another time where work projects can build up. Now, this is actually also a time where you may be open to new opportunities, but this doesn't indicate more money. So, something to be aware of. Now, a very positive time for finances does come about for you on November 12th and November 15th. This could bring about great opportunities for you, but you may also want to be careful that you may indulge and spend more than expected. The only time that I would say to be aware of with electronics, vehicles, and computers will be on November 13th. So I would say expect the unexpected at that time. Overall, the week is actually looking productive, but you may feel overwhelmed at the same time. So I would say just kind of give things a little time, hang in there, but things will be picking up soon. Taurus. Um, Health and well being is actually going to be standing out for you, especially on November 10th and November 16th. This could be a time where there may be the possibility of taking care of an issue with your health. There could also be sometimes health doesn't necessarily mean a physical situation, it could also be more of an emotional or mental health and well being. And health and well being could be a time for you to maybe start thinking about making changes within your work environment, where they're taking on maybe a job that doesn't take so much from you emotionally and mentally. This could be changing jobs for something that doesn't require you to work so much or too much. And I feel that keep an eye on the dates of the 10th and the 16th as significant time for you. Now, the other day that I did want to mention would be November 13th. That's actually another time where it could actually be, again, another time of like realization. And it could be maybe even making changes in your current work routine. Now, on November 13th, this could be a time where things feel a bit fast paced, and you could actually be feeling a little bit overwhelmed. But then you may also like that, the pace is different and you're doing something different. And at the same time, you may feel things a little bit more productive and active. I mean, if you're into, you know, it, not knowing what's going to come at you from one minute to the next, this could actually be a very interesting time and a very exciting time. So that might be maybe the only day that might give you a little anxiety, but overall it should be pretty positive. Gemini, the week actually begins a little bit where you might be feeling frustrated. There could be issues relating to the home. It could be that the focus is about the home. If you're looking to maybe purchase, sell, relocate, on November 10th, November 13th, and November 16th are significant days to focus on the home. This could be a great time to make some changes relating to the home. Maybe it is also a time to decorate, design, maybe get rid of some old items from the garage, or maybe you have some repairs or renovations to take care of. Now, your career is actually going to be highlighted for you on November 10th and November 12th and the 15th. And this could bring about opportunities maybe for um, to bring your work home or to work from home. This could also be a time for you to, if you're looking to make some changes, maybe change jobs, seek a promotion, maybe find ways for an advancement or opportunities that could bring you more money. Now, one of the things that I do keep getting for you is a sense of independence. Now, the independence could be, like I said, changes in routine, more independence in schedule, I notice this a lot with independent contractors, people who are self-employed. Or it could just be that if you are in a job that maybe you have the ability to work from home or maybe even work less hours. So I feel that you may be coming into a time where you're looking to find different ways that could give you more flexibility. And it could be, for instance, if gives you the opportunity maybe to spend more time with children, or if there are issues relating with daycare babysitting, that you might be finding ways to see how can I focus on being there for them and at the same time getting work done. So this is actually going to be a time where you're focusing on the home and work and trying to balance all that out. Cancer. Now, one of the things that I keep getting for you is finances and taking care of financial obligations. You may be feeling a bit overwhelmed, especially on November 10th and November 15th. There could be some financial obligations, debts, or other types of financial, you know, concerns that might make you feel a bit overwhelmed and you don't know how to balance it all. So this could be maybe a little bit of a tough week when it comes down to the finances. Things are going to be looking up later on in the month and in December, but right now it may feel a little tight. Now, I would say expect the unexpected on November 13th, as there could be changes with schedules and other routine or schedule obligations, and this could be a little bit overwhelming. Now, partnerships and relationships are highlighted for you on November 16th, but what's interesting is the way that it comes through on my end, it really feels more like uh, dealing with someone maybe in collaboration or working things out. It feels more like compromising, like, "Okay, if you do this, then I'll do this," or, "If you work with me with this, I can work with you with that." So it's almost like 2 people or 2 groups kind of agreeing to certain things. Now, this could be personal or professional or on a professional level, so it doesn't have to be, someone that you are romantically involved with. This could even be like a friend, or even collaboration could be someone close to you, like a family member. So that kind of tells me that you're starting to feel like things are easing up a little bit for you and that you're starting to make some progress there. So overall, the week is actually looking productive, and it should be picking up and improving for you, where I think you'll feel like you are making progress. It may feel a little slow at the moment, but it will pick up and improve for you. Leo, you can expect to work hard for the money, especially on November 10th, November 13th, and November 16th. This is a time when you may have tedious tasks and projects to take care of. This is also going to be a time of working hard for the money, but there could also be opportunities for you to make more money. I feel this can actually be a great time of collaborations and building connections and working with others to further your career. Now, there might be some financial obligations to take care of, especially on November 15th. Now, this could be a time of taking care of some obligations, or it could be an unexpected obligation too. But I feel overall it should be looking pretty positive for you. But you are in a very positive social mood on November 12th and November 13th, but this can bring about unexpected connections. Now, this could also be a fast paced energy environment, and this could put you in a situation where you're open to just doing something different. But the overall week is actually looking pretty productive for you and to get a lot of work completed and done on time. Virgo. Now, health and health related issues are going to be highlighted for you on November 10th, November 13th, and November 15th. Now, this is actually even a time for you to actually take care of maybe things that you've been neglecting, whether it's your health, whether it's exercising, whether it's just taking care of your well being. This could actually even be a time where you're just kind of open to just looking over maybe what you have been neglecting of yourself. Maybe if you haven't been eating healthy, or have been maybe careless with your weight and just kind of looking over things. Now, the other thing too is this could also be a situation with pets, dogs, cats, small animals, and this could be maybe worrying about their health and well being. Now, it's a great social time for you on November 12th and November 15th. You may indulge in fatty foods and sweets, but also just reach out to family and friends and maybe even go to an event, a party, or a gathering with family and friends. I mean, it is a great time to just reach out and connect with someone new, but it's also a great time to build new connections. The only time that I would say maybe to be a little bit wary would actually come about on November 13th. And I would say that might be a time of high energy, changes in schedule, maybe even just some changes um, with running around and just taking care of some obligations. Libra. So, this is actually going to be a time to be focusing on your artistic and creative abilities. But I also feel some issues relating to the home. Now, this could actually be a time to take care of any issues connecting with the home, whether it's to make some changes in the home, whether it's to move, relocate. There could also be the possibility of working from home or bringing some work home. And these are days that I would say you may want to keep an eye for that would actually come on November 10th and November 16th with that. So I would say, if anything, if there are any obligations to take care of, this could also indicate maybe relocating or finding a new job closer to work, or maybe you relocate to be closer to work. So this can actually bring about some obligations and changes. Now you are still going through with the new moon that is falling on your second house of earned income. So there is that energy of the next 2 weeks focusing on, money and financial opportunities. And sometimes these changes may create a situation where you need to make some changes that, yeah, you have to go where the money's at. And sometimes it could even create unstable situations, not necessarily in a negative way, but maybe something you were counting on now is going to be coming through, but in a different way for you. So, but later on, there will be great opportunities of where I would say finances and financial opportunities that would be there, and that could easily bring about more money for you. So, but it's an overall positive week financially. Yes, some obligations, some changes and unexpected changes possibly, but I feel it pays off down the road. Scorpio, the focus is going to be about your career, especially on November 10th, November 13th, 14th, and November 16th. This could actually be a time of opportunities that could bring about a promotion or advancement, or opportunity for you to even build a business venture. Now, this is actually going to be a time for you to focus on where you want to be at in your career. This could even bring about opportunities for you to go back to college, university, take some classes and courses to further your career. Now, I've seen actually an increase here lately of people doing some certification, taking some exams, classes, and courses to do something more on the side besides what they've already been pursuing in their career. So maybe you are open to doing something to expand your horizons and maybe be open to other um, opportunities there for you. Now, one of the things that I would say is definitely keep an eye on the dates that I gave you. Like I said, the 10th, the 13th, 14th, and the 16th as a time where I would say it looks very positive for you. And this could bring about more opportunities, like I said, to build with finances and build financial security and stability there. And I think it could really benefit you. Now, the love life is highlighted on November 12th. November 12th and November 15th. And this could actually be a time maybe to just go out, meet someone new, hang out with someone that you're already with. And it's also a very positive social time. But be careful as you may indulge in food, drink, money. So just be a little careful with that. Overall, the energy is going to actually be a little bit active, especially around the 12th and the 13th. This could actually be a really great time if you want to get out and just explore new places. You may be very adventurous and just be open to new, going out and going to different places there. The main theme is going to be about your career. With the full moon eclipse coming about on the 19th, we'll be discussing more about partnerships and relationships. So, which is actually a positive full moon eclipse. So, I don't have anything negative to talk about with that right now. But right now, I think the focus is going to be about career and building more for the long term financially and just focusing on that. So, that's building up and it's building up for more to come for you and opportunities that would be there more for you down the road. Sagittarius. On November 10th and November 15th, this might be a time where you spend carelessly or indulgently. It could be for unexpected expenses, or it might be even for expenses that you are well aware of, including renovations, maybe to replace an item. So it might be something that you know that you're going to be spending some money. Now, expect the unexpected with electronics, vehicles, computers, cell phones, and telephones on November 13th. And this could bring about some changes, or like I said, maybe some repairs or renovations. Now, the home is highlighted for you on November 12th and November 16th. And this could be a time where you may decorate or design a room, make some changes in a room, or it could be that you are taking care of some repairs around the home. Now, finances are also highlighted for you on November 16th. This could actually be very positive in taking care of some tasks and projects. There could be the opportunities of a new job changes, or new job opportunities. Capricorn, this could be a time where you feel a bit overwhelmed, maybe slightly depressed, overworked, stressed, especially on November 10th, November 13th, and November 16th. It could be a time where you feel you are taking on a lot of tasks and projects. If you are looking to make any kind of changes, especially with job, work, or your career, this could be a time where you may start to make these changes. There could be some obligations or other things that need to be dealt with. For instance, you might have to relocate for this new job or take on a different schedule for this job. There could be some changes with your work and work opportunities, but this could also be a great time for you to take care of the opportunity to make some changes that you weren't really planning on. Now, this could also be something that comes to you at last minute or unexpected, especially after the 12th of November. And this could bring about a sudden change in opportunities, sudden change in finances. But I think this would actually be a time where you would be well prepared and be open to making these changes. The week will improve later on, especially as you get into next week. So just kind of be prepared that some changes might be coming. Not anything totally unexpected, just maybe things that come about to you last minute. Right. Aquarius, this is actually going to be a very busy and productive time for you, especially on November 10th, November 11th, and November 13th. The pace is going to be picking up, and you may actually feel a bit overwhelmed and maybe a little anxious or stressed. But you may actually also like the changes in routine or schedule. This is actually going to be a very busy time for you, and this could actually bring about some last minute changes. Now, you might actually find yourself indulging in money, especially on November 15th. So, this could be something that you are just looking to spend. Maybe it's a last minute purchase, or maybe to take care of some repairs or renovations. Now, this could actually even be a time where you just indulge in fatty foods and sweets. Now, it's actually going to be a very busy time for you, very productive time for you, but there's definitely going to be a lot for you to focus on. As you get towards the end of the month, there's going to be a very positive Full moon lunar eclipse on November 19th that can bring about opportunities and changes with the home. That we will discuss later, but this could also be something that maybe you are planning on or already thinking is going to be coming up for you. Pisces, this may be a busy and productive time for you, especially on November 10th and November 16th. You may also even feel a little bit overwhelmed and stressed because you might have a lot of work to take care of or a lot of tasks and projects. The pace picks up, especially around November 13th, but this could actually be something that you may be open to. There may be some issues with the electronics, vehicles, computers, cell phones, or telephones, maybe even the internet. And like I said, cell phones on November 13th. So just be prepared for the unexpected. Again, the energy may change and things may be feeling a little bit fast paced for you, but this could actually be something that you may be open to. Now, on November 12th and November 15th, your psychic senses may actually increase during this time. So, this could actually be a time where you maybe have greater energy and your senses may be a lot stronger. This could also be a time for you to be more artistic and creative, and a great time to put your greatest projects together. Overall, the week is going to be pretty productive for you, and communication will be picking up and increasing later on this month and even into the new year. So, we'll be discussing that later on. But right now, the pace is going to be picking up, and expect to have a lot of, like I said, energy picking up, fast pace going on. Like I said, maybe being prepared for the unexpected, but in a positive way, but just kind of be aware some things may kind of come to you last minute.